The Berlin Wall is perhaps the defining symbol of the Cold War. Standing for almost 30 years, it separated the communist east of the city from the democratic west. It was also the scene of many daring escape attempts by those wanting to flee Soviet rule. Miranda Atty paid a visit to the Checkpoint Charlie Museum, which keeps the memory of those escapees alive.
Between 1949 and 1961, 2.5 million East Germans fled to West Germany. By August 1961, around 2,000 East Germans were crossing into the West every day. It was a severe brain drain, and the impact on East Germany's economy was severe. East German soldiers began constructing the Berlin Wall on August 13th, 1961, to put a stop to it. A year later, the Checkpoint Charlie Museum opened right next to the wall.
The Checkpoint Charlie Museum started in 1962. My late husband, Dr. Rainer Hildebrandt, was a struggler for human rights. So he has an idea to build the exhibition up. It began with very little exhibition in 2.5 rooms. And every time, every year, every month, it was bigger and bigger and bigger, because Dr. Rainer Hildebrandt did struggle against the inhumanity against the world. And everybody who did want to help him came here.
The museum contains hundreds of artifacts. From cameras, newspapers, and even part of the wall's barbed wire, to modified cars used for escapes. But when it first started, it was more than just a museum. It's located next to the Checkpoint Charlie border crossing. There were 3 American checkpoints, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Charlie was the best known. It was the only crossing point through which diplomats and non-German visitors could pass into East Berlin. Hildebrandt encouraged people helping East Germans escape to watch the border from the museum. It was a place where escape plans were hatched and escapees welcomed. Now it serves as a reminder.
We are not allowed to forget the past. The people who forget the past have no future. And our task to keep the past, to remember, to commemorate, to think about the people who die for our now, for our present, for our freedom, for our unity. It is not possible to forget these people.
The museum received many of its exhibits from those who escaped East Germany. But they also collected items with links to freedom and democracy from all over the world. There are sections on Mahatma Gandhi and Ronald Reagan.
We like just to set the people believe in the future and struggle for human rights.
It's thought around 5,000 East Germans managed to escape across the wall before it finally fell in 1989. And the Checkpoint Charlie Museum is doing its best to preserve some of their stories. Miranda Atty, TRT World, Berlin.